Finished a few minutes ago. Let me welcome on stage the President of the European Council, Antonio Costa, the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, and the President of Egypt, Abdel Fattah el Sisi. They will report on the main outcomes of the summit, and I will first give the floor to President Costa.
Well, good evening. It is, Mr. President, dear Ursula, it is a pleasure to welcome President Abdel Fattah el Sisi for the first EU-Egypt summit. I'm really glad. It was a great summit, Mr. President. And this meeting marks a significant milestone in our relationship. It shows how strong our partnership is. Egypt plays a key role in the region and beyond, in promoting stability and conflict resolution. We have an economic and trade relation that has been growing impressively and that we want to see grow even further. We have a rich cooperation in multiple fields: trade, security, mobility, migration, energy, education, research, culture. I'm very glad that earlier today, the European Union and Egypt have signed 3 important agreements, especially an agreement allowing Egypt to participate in our Horizon Europe programme. This is a very strong signal of the importance of both attached to education and to people contacts. Just last week, I attended the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit. It was a moment of hope and global unity that all parties must now preserve and on which we must all work to ensure its promises are fulfilled. Dear President al-Sisi, I want to commend your leadership, your unwavering engagement, and your tireless mediation. Efforts were crucial in sealing the first phase of the ceasefire deal on Gaza. The agreement resulted in all living Israeli hostages reuniting with their families. After 2 years of death and destruction, it brought hope to the Palestinian people, a hope that now needs to transform into lasting peace and reconstruction. Dear President, as you said in Sharm el-Sheikh, and I quote, "Peace is only complete when the end of reconstruction extends after the devastation." The first difficulties have appeared, but all parties must engage in good faith to ensure that the ceasefire is upheld, that humanitarian aid must continue to be delivered, and at scale. We want Israelis and Palestinians to be able to build a peaceful future together. And we want a lasting peace based on the 2-state solution, Israel and the State of Palestine living side by side in peace and security, free of terrorism. The European Union is ready to help, as we have in the past, in recovery, reconstruction and supporting reforms. Beyond the Middle East, Egypt plays a vital stabilizing role across the wider region. We share common concerns and objectives in Libya, in Sudan and in Somalia. Today, we agreed to continue and deepen our dialogue and engagement in these critical issues. Of course, maritime security is also vital for both parts. Given Egypt's position, we will work together to keep sea routes safe and open for trade in the Red Sea, the Suez Canal, the Mediterranean and beyond. Finally, our partnership will continue to be guided by mutual respect, shared values and a strong commitment to multilateralism. Both the European Union and Egypt support the United Nations and the rules-based international order, in accordance with the United Nations Charter and international law. and we agree that working together is the best way to solve global problems. We have also discussed today Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. We are united in our desire for a just and lasting peace. I briefed President Sisi of the ongoing European support to Ukraine in order to achieve peace and to apply pressure on Russia to come to the negotiation table. There have been recent developments in this endeavour, and the European Union strongly supports President Trump's efforts. The European Union will continue to engage with Egypt on this subject because we see Egypt as a leading voice in the global scene and as a partner, also on Ukraine. The European Union and Egypt, we will continue work together. And I'm sure that the European Commission and my friend Ursula von der Leyen will give their best to ensure that we continue to strengthen our bilateral relations. Thank you for this meeting, and we look forward to the next steps in our relationships as partners and friends. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
President von der Leyen.
Yeah, thank you very much, dear Antonio. Mr. President, I also want to wish you a very warm welcome to Brussels. Our partnership is stronger today than ever before. It keeps growing, it keeps expanding, and your presence here, as well as this first ever EU-Egypt summit, is a case in point. Europe and Egypt share strategic interests in the stability, security and prosperity of our people. Mr. President, just last week, the eyes of the world were on Sharm el-Sheikh. I commend you for your crucial role in brokering the agreement to end the Gaza conflict. This was a moment of true leadership. It opened a new chapter for peace. The urgent priority now is to ensure that the ceasefire agreement holds and deliver immediate humanitarian relief. And the European Union is ready to play its part. In the short term, we are actively working to ensure the swift and safe delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza. We are preparing to launch a Palestine donor group. It will bring together international partners to jointly promote reforms and support to the Palestinian Authority, so that the Palestinian Authority is modernized, strengthened, and can deliver for the Palestinian people. And we know we can count on Egypt's active support and welcome your intention to convene a reconstruction conference. This is a pivotal moment for the entire Mediterranean. The future of our region is being rewritten before our eyes. Europe and Egypt both have a clear stake in shaping that future. And last week, the Commission adopted the Pact for the Mediterranean. We want to create a common Mediterranean space, a space of integration, of opportunity, and of exchange. And the two of us were very pleased to hear your vision, Mr. President, about encouraging European universities in Egypt. Well, in the Pact for the Mediterranean is already foreseen the establishment of a network of a Mediterranean university, so the first step is done, and more will follow, and we want to work hand in hand with Egypt to turn your vision into a reality. The second topic we have been discussing was the delivering on the strategic and comprehensive partnership. Steadily and across all 6 pillars, the partnership is working. Tonight we took stock of the progress made. On the first pillar, we are intensifying our political dialogue. The summit is proof of it. Second, we are strengthening Egypt's economic stability. We are providing Egypt with €5 billion in macro-financial assistance. It was signed today. And we continue our support to social and economic reforms. The third pillar is we are boosting together investment and trade. The European Union is Egypt's largest trading partner, accounting for a quarter of your trade. Our investment conference last year secured commitments worth 49 billion euros. That is impressive. On energy, for example, we are supporting Egypt's ambition to become a regional renewable hub. You have all the necessary ingredients for it. And we have a flagship project in the making that is the TMET investment platform. It aims to accelerate the deployment of renewable energy, clean technologies, and industrial cooperation between the European Union and our southern neighbourhood partners, and Egypt plays a strong role in this TMET investment platform. We are also expanding our collaboration in the digital sphere. We are opening Europe's AI factories to Egyptian startups so they can train their model and test their model on European supercomputers and use the whole computational power of the European Union. All of this and much more is Mediterranean cooperation in action. The fourth pillar is on migration. Egypt has shown remarkable generosity and leadership in hosting millions of migrants and refugees. Our cooperation on migration covers all key areas. It is underpinned by 200 million euros of EU support for the next 2 years, and we will work together to fight smugglers and traffickers. But we are at the same time, and that is very important for us, heading towards the second roundtable of the Talent Partnership Initiative. We want to enhance legal migration. We will discuss this further during our next migration dialogue by mid-2026. The fifth pillar is on partnership. Our partnership is focusing on security. I welcome your very strong efforts in fighting against money laundering and terrorist financing. And the last and most important pillar is on our partnership about people, their talents, their skills, their ideas. Europe's association to Horizon Europe is indeed great news. Today, the signing was a very special moment. President Al Sisi, thank you very much for our excellent exchange today. Our partnership is on an outstanding track. We're delivering for our people and for our shared Mediterranean